The 4.3 live stream has introduced us to a new adorable and amazing character that's actually been introduced in the lore before. And this lovely lady's name is Rarity. Chiori, that's her name. Yeah. Chiori is a fashion designer from Inazuma who currently lives in Fontaine. And today, I want to do a little dive into her character and the possible threads that they can go for her story. But before we begin, this video is sponsored by Chiori Boutique. Wait, no. This video is sponsored by Genshin Star, your go-to fan merch store for all things Genshin. And if you're looking for new hoodies, shirts, and so much more for the holidays, they've got you covered with their extensive apparel of Genshin-themed clothes and designs. Fun fact, my friend got Kazuo a hoodie here when he wore it to Conquest. And unfortunately got Starbucks all over it. Sorry, Miguel. Malas ka lang. Anyway, I guess the fabric was really thick, so you don't have to worry about material because I can still smell the macchiato from it. Poor guy, but at least the fabric was good quality. Anyway, head on over to Genshin Star for your holidays shopping and use the code ASTER for a discount on your next purchase. And thank you to Genshin Star for sponsoring this video. You're no Chiori, but you're just as cool. Chiori is a fashion designer from Inazuma who currently owns and runs a Chiori Boutique in Fontaine. The Chiori Boutique is famous across the entirety of the nation, where wealthy housewives and box-taking tourists go to all the way to purchase clothes. She's an innovative designer who constantly creates new fabrics and develops color palettes and themes that best encapsulate both her and Inazuma's identity. According to her staff, she previously incorporated the themes of revolution and resistance in her design, which created a new fad in Fontaine, and such clothes most likely was a nod to her status as an Inazuman, but we'll get back to that later. From what little we know of her personality, she's a lady with a big attitude that enjoys helping others in her own unique way, through her clothes. From what we know from Kirara, Chiori is a regular customer of the Komaniya Express and is actually in charge of Kirara's current attire. When she saw how frazzled and unkempt Kirara was during her travels across Tevat, Chiori was quick to express her abhorrence and immediately got to work creating new clothes for the lady. And from what we also know from Linny, Lynette, and Charlotte, she's scary when you piss her off and isn't afraid to throw hands when she must. This is exemplified by how mad she would get when her personally tailored clothes for Linny and Lynette got scratched or cut during their performances. She also made Navia's clothes and accessories for Charlotte's camera. Overall, she's a background character that doesn't really have too strong of a macroscopic impact on the story of the lore as we have at the moment. But she's nevertheless a fun character to explore. But I am curious about her because she's one of the few characters that are considered as immigrants, which are actually outliers in the lore of Genshin. Genshin Vision Wielders classifications don't always have the consideration of people who move to residences like Scaramouche or people who move a lot like Tartaglia, so I'm curious what her frame is going to be, if it's Inazuman or Fontainian. Furthermore, the idea of an Inazuman Vision Wielder living in another nation has interesting implications when we go back to the Vision Hunt Decree. I wonder if she was also a victim of the circumstance or if she actually got out before the Sakoku decree closed off the nation completely. We also know that she incorporated resistance into her clothes, which most likely goes in line with the themes of Fontaine, but also is symbolic of her stance during the Sakoku decree. I really wish we can get her perspective on that, especially since clothes are a more subtler way of protest, especially in a time of a very difficult political atmosphere. But that's it for me today. A shorter video for this one since I wanted to cover Chiori. Anyway, I'll see you all next week. Happy holidays! I'm so sick! The whole December is just me trying to like spec. Let me get tissue.